Anime mods. That's what I'm here to talk about today. So, of course, anime mods being my form of addiction. It's the thing that I play, it's the thing that the channel is dedicated to. I would like to talk about some of my favourites, some of my favourite features from certain mods, and do an overall review of my favourite stuff. Now, after receiving a little copyright claim on my last kind of mod review, we are going to need to be very careful here today. Let's go. Now, I feel like my opinion on the closing mods is fairly well documented through my channel. And it's a massive part. It's a massive part. If they make really good clothes items in a mod, I'm in. I personally don't think any mod does this better than the One Piece mod. Mind Piece, to be exact. Now, if I show you some of the stuff we have in this mod, like we can dress in any way that you could imagine, if we're being honest. Like there is nothing that we really couldn't do as far as it comes to dressing up and changing the our appearance in this mod. We have all of our favourite characters easily accessible. Like it goes on forever. The list goes on forever. Look at it. Look at the list. Like we can have anything. We can have absolutely anything we want here. And people are going to try and tell you that this isn't like a major factor in a mod. Like, yes, the mod has to play well. Yes, the mod has to have really good power scaling and all of that stuff. I will get into that. But for me, this is just as important. This is way... It could be more important than some certain things. Like, the idea of certain mods letting this down slightly. Like, the Naruto mod has somewhat limited clothing that you can get. The 1.12 mod, which is a really good mod. And it's fleshed out a lot. We have all the transformation stuff with Kurama. We have the tail beasts and stuff like that in it. We have the Susanos in it as well, which are sick. They're sick. But this is the one part that I'm just like, The fact that this mod, obviously it's a later mod, it's not as old as 1.12. It's on 1.20. But still, the idea of just working on a mod and creating all of your favourite characters' clothing and bring them all together, that's cool. Like I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anyone says. As much as I've been known to be a little bit of a hater on One Piece. Now and again, you know, I'm not saying it's a bad series, debatably not a bad series, but for me, not my personal favourite. But the characters look so sick. Like I can't argue that when I see people like Ace running around, not maybe his little vest on, his hat on, when I see little Chopper, when I see Law with his hat, you know what I mean? When I see Zoro absolutely dripped out three swords on style. Oh, it looks amazing. They always make their characters look sick. Are there other animes that have really iconic clothing? Obviously. Like Naruto has their Katsuki cloaks, which everyone loves. Like, come on. But this is the mod that just does it best for me personally. The combat system in this mod as well is like top tier. I enjoy the way that it plays. The creator of the mod took a really good stab at making like close to a perfect mod. I genuinely believe that. The only problem I have is Kaido. Kaido's power scaling is like, you know, maybe things will get worked out as we continue to update the mod. Maybe everything will just be fine. But as far as power scaling goes, Kaido is way above where I believe a player can get to. Now, this isn't just me being Mirai and not being great at combat. Like, Ginger Shadow's played this mod. Ginger Shadow hasn't been able to beat him, you know. We can beat everyone else, but Kaido. Now, do I kind of like the fact that there's a big boss that certain really good players can't beat? Yes, I do. Yes, I really do. I really do enjoy that. But at the same time, I also just like the fact that there's a boss that is so powerful that really for you to beat him would be just pure luck. Like, just the computer just doesn't spam a move that can almost kill you with every shot. I'm fine with that. But I do hope that everything, like, people just continue to scale up the more characters that we add in, because obviously you have to continue to create a bigger line between characters for power scaling. Like, you can't just have a bunch of characters all in the same, like, this is the scale, they're all here, when clearly they weren't when it comes to manga and anime. Now, I'm assuming it will be something that, you know, gets fleshed out even more. We're going to have even stronger characters appearing as the manga continues, as all this stuff. Like, obviously, you know, you've got some people like Shamrock and stuff, you have Inu, you have all of these Celestial Dragon kind of figures, you have Dragon, you know? We have Dragon that we have yet to see yet. But, like, I will happily wait for all of this stuff to come out through anime and the mod to add it, because it's only going to make what is very close to a perfect mod even better. And I'm cool with that. There is one other mod that I specifically feel like when we talk about the clothing items in a mod and how cool they look, I feel like we have to mention Jujutsu Craft. Like, it would only be right. Like, we are able to get all of our favourite characters' clothes very easily, the exact same way as One Piece, where we rather find them in chests, we find weapons in chests as well, or we get them from killing the character and they drop them. Now, let me show you just some of the random pieces we can get, you know. There's a lot of cool stuff to grab in this mod. Like, the mod plays really well. It looks sick. But we have rather a lot of features. We obviously have blood wings and stuff like that. We have all of the weapons that come with the mod. But then, as far as clothing goes, like, there aren't many mods that have as many cool characters in it, I don't think. Like, the amount of random things that we can do with this mod when it comes to clothing style and being able to transform how we look. Even we have our basic NPCs coming in with absolute fits. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Look how cool it is. Yeah, we have a lot of cool stuff in this mod. This is another mod that I feel like the power scaling of this mod, it scales very well. Yes, obviously when we get to final bosses, we actually have final bosses. We have Sukuna, we have Gojo, depending on what side of the path you're kind of on. But it's kind of unlimited for how much you could just kind of like play through this mod, replay through this mod. Like, there isn't a lot of like how would I phrase it? There's not a lot of difficulty in finding entertaining ways to play this mod, I would say. Like, you can obviously go on the demon, like the demon path, you know, you get to be a cursed spirit, you get to use the kind of fingers for power-ups with certain characters, or we can just be a good guy, you know? Plain and simple, nice and easy. The battle system works great, it works the exact same as One Piece, obviously the exact same creator, so it makes logical sense. The animations for the moves, some of them will get pretty insane when you start looking at Sukuna's like ultimate Fuga, when we start looking at Malevolent Shrine, when we start looking at Infinite Void for our domain expansions, even just going into like the Gambler and going into his domain and watch the slot machine roll. It's just cool stuff. It's like stuff that was made really well. It plays really well. It makes the mod extra fun. This is a mod again I have done multiple series on, and I've always had quite a good time playing it. It's a mod that, yes, you may have to grind a little bit, you know, at the start it's going to be tricky, same as One Piece. Your power scaling is going to be down, and the chance of random things spawning depending on the spawn rate of certain people. I mean, you could get wiped pretty clean off the map very quickly in these mods, but this is also what makes them like so fun and so addictive. You know, the fact that we can run about when we start like kind of buffing out and fleshing out these mods and using like texture packs, we start using extra village packs, city packs, shrine packs with a mod pack. We can get this looking pretty damn cool. Like, we can be here, we can be at Japanese villages, we can be at standard Minecraft villages, we can pretty much go wherever, and it really does fit the Minecraft, like, it fits the Jujutsu Kaisen experience for a Minecraft world. But, like, even just having the amount of weapons and then having the power skill for having curse tools in this mod, it brings a really high, like, amount of fun to the mod. Like, the ability to just change our weapons into giant hammers and then go back. It's like, who else has cool stuff like that? Where else can you run about with a massive hammer? Come on, like it's just sick. The clothes are pretty much endless. There's a lot of people obviously come into this mod with pretty much a plain skin, where they won't have clothes on, i.e. people like Ginger Shadow use plain skins. I have my own my own skin that I like to use because I feel like it's sick. But like the clothes, having the hairstyles that you can add, having all of this stuff that's added on extra, it just kind of makes the mods feel a lot more fun. Like, I love the combat side of mods. I love trying to get better and get good at the combat side of mods. But I'm always going to have a little soft spot when a mod has really sick clothing, really cool animations, and also you get to fight some of your favourite characters. It's a winner. It's always going to be a winner for me. I think you may be able to guess the next mod, which would be J-Craft. Now, this is obviously a new mod that I recently came across because my current addiction of JoJo. I love the series. And then I entered this mod and I found out, wow, there's rather a lot of stands, a lot of animation, and pretty cool movesets for each stand. So let me show you just some of the little things that we can do in this mod. Now, if I want to show off J-Craft just a little bit, of course we have the World here. The World comes with his moveset, which is always going to be pretty cool. Yes, there are some overlapping kind of moves, you know. We may see some people use the rapid fist strikes. Maybe more than one person who uses that ability, but there are just a lot of features for animation style in this game. Having the stands attack for you, having them do all of this cool stuff, it makes the world of difference as far as the game goes. Like, we see some of the coolest abilities in this game. I genuinely believe that. Like, am I slightly biased just because JoJo's became one of my new kind of favourite things? Maybe a little. But we have finishers in this mod, and they look cool! Is the J-Craft mod a mod that I think has a lot of potential? Yes. Yes, it damn well is, because right now, currently, we only have 4 spawn eggs. 4 eggs being characters that are... like, would I really have liked to see, like, your main, like, your actual Joestar line? Obviously, like, Jonathan, Jotaro, all these people. Would I like to see Dio, Ari? Would I like to see, like, pretty much anyone who's, like, super involved in any of the shit, like the parts? Yes, I would have, but they have put so much effort into stands. Like, I think in this mod we have like over 100. I get the fact that obviously we have, like, for Star Platinum and just the world, I would guess we have probably close to 15 to 20 of each, coming from like anime variants, manga variants, dark variants, you know, gravity variants, blah blah blah. All these different variants of the same character with redesigned models. But is it cool? Yes. Yes, it is. Now, there are other JoJo mods, obviously, that have Hamon in the mod where we can use it very slightly, and obviously it's not really a scaling factor to the same point as what the stands are going to be. Is it as cool and new? Is it going to be probably used as much as what the stands are? And not a chance. Not a chance. I am here for the stands. Would I like to have seen maybe some more clothing added to the mod? Because right now, currently, we have Jotaro's outfit, which is sick. It's probably my favourite outfit. Am I biased? Of course I am. Of course I am. But it's still sick. Then we have Dio's outfit, like his yellow costume with his, you know, his little bandana piece and that, you know, pretty cool. We have a head wrap. We have 2 different hats, the red hat, the black hat. They have different abilities and stuff, give us different buffs, debuffs, blah, 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 blah. But, yeah, that's probably the only part that would, like, just solidify this for me. I get the fact they probably put in the 2 most iconic outfits from JoJo, but would I like to see, like, other outfits added? 100%. I believe they are still working on the mod, like, currently, so maybe they'll correct me in the next update. Maybe I'm putting this out there really hoping that that happens. But for now, I still give it a solid rating as a mod. There is no, like, final boss, like I said. If you were to just add, like, a deal that could randomly spawn once you've reached, like, max level, or just randomly spawn in the world, like, whenever. Like, the same way, like, with the Tentura Slime mod, we have Hinata will randomly spawn. If you're under-leveled, well, you're kind of done for, you know what I mean? If they added something like that in, where it's like there is an angle for the mod instead of you just creating your own angles, I would appreciate that as well. But right now, yeah, take 100% creative liberties and have fun with that mod, because I like it. I like it a lot. You may have guessed it, but the next mod I'm here to talk about is, of course, the Tentura Slime mod. Oh, how this mod has been an up and down relationship with me. I have loved it. I have detested it. And right now we are currently in the middle of our series, which has been going for a long time, but we're getting there, you know. After
one eternity later,
we are coming close to just all we have to do is defeat the bosses. But this mod is somewhat special because, well, for everyone who played the original Slime mod would know that this came out many years later and it was a big deal. But yeah, the mod plays amazingly. Like, for the amount of races and then all of the updates that we've been getting, adding more races, more abilities, and then ultimates coming, it's kind of endless for the amount of, like, quest lines, creative liberties that you could just take with this mod. Again, there is going to be Hinata at the very end, who is the big bad boss. If you're not properly prepared, the power scaling will kick your ass. I would know this. I would know this personally. I have never perfectly made it to that finish line and just won the race and finished it, but I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there tonight, maybe tomorrow. I don't know, but yeah, this is another mod that obviously comes with its own kind of battle system. We have our abilities, we have our intrinsic abilities, and then with anything else that we decide to add to our mod pack, there's really like a non-stop and just continuous way of making this mod really fun and really great to play. We have our own custom armor that gains experience with us. Our EP raises on our armor, same as our custom weapons that come from Tensura. Those gain EP as well, becoming more powerful, gaining better resistances, gaining new engravings such as like holy weapon, sturdy, elemental resistance, all of these kinds of abilities. This is just like one of the things that kind of makes the mod really sick. The other part of this mod that's just like so cool is the fact that the amount of different like spawns there are, the amount of different creatures there are in the game. We have like the giant ants, the giant red ants. We have like the direwolves that are running about. Obviously we have the special direwolves that specifically come from looking like the ones in the anime. That is sick. We have different variants of these creatures. We have like our orcs. We have our we have our ogres. We have all of the cool stuff. Then we can go into obviously like having orc lore, orc disasters, which would count as one of the bosses. We have giant slimes. We have our standard slimes. We have all different sizes, all different colours. Then we can go into our things such as Charybdis, another massive boss from the anime. And then we have Hinata, would be the final boss, the most difficult person in this game to defeat. Now, if you're watching this video, I am probably currently streaming, and I am probably playing the Tensura mod right now, because I am trying to grind my way through it and get to the very end. I want the sweet success of finally completing the mod. I have played alongside on a server with some pretty decent players, you know. Obviously Ginger Shadow has already completed the mod. We played a roguelike version of the mod where you reset your skills every single time that you die. There was a lot of deaths. I will admit it, there was a lot of deaths. But I will complete this. It had been the bane of my existence and I did not want to admit defeat. We took a small break from it, but now we're back and we're going to do very well. But for today, people, I think this is going to be the end of what would be some of my favourite mods. Maybe we'll do another one of these where I'll show some of the slightly older mods. You know, I'll start going through some of the 1.12 mods that I really enjoyed playing. I have played a fair few at this point in time, some of them being multiples of the same anime, but older mods or updated versions of the mod. There's a lot. We have like Bleach KD, things like that I could easily go on for like quite a long time, because I spent a long time playing that mod, had a lot of fun playing that mod. But for today, I'm going to get out of here, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe, please like, leave a comment, tell me what other mods you want to see me talk about, what other mods should I play. And yeah, come check me out on Twitch, guys. Bye, dudes. Bye.